Hey guys, TinkerTaylor here today, bringing you another Pokemon build series video. Today we are working on the one and only Pikachu. Now, I just finished Googling why Pikachu was picked because I was like, like for the anime. I'll be real, I am not a huge Pokemon nerd. It's slowly becoming a thing, but yeah, for a long time I was kind of just like mildly interested in it, but now I'm like super interested. And I'm having so much fun with it. And I've just realized this build ends up looking like a P, and Pikachu starts with P. That's actually kind of cool. That was completely accidental. Anyway, um, yeah, I was looking at why Pikachu was chosen. So the first game came out in February 1996. And apparently they'd hidden Pikachu away in, I think it was the Viridian Forest. Not thinking it'd be a very popular Pokemon, but apparently a lot of people who had guides on the game were suggesting that one of the first Pokemon you should try and get is a Pikachu. Um, and that was one of the sort of supporting reasons. This is all based off things I have found on Reddit and Wikipedia, so definitely take it with a grain of salt. But the other thing was they were considering Clefairy as another option, but when you're scrolling through the TV, yellow is a lot easier to see than pink, especially such a soft pink that kind of fades into the background. And apparently at the time, the only other bright yellow character at the time was Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, they kind of picked Pikachu, which I think that's pretty cool. To have, yeah, like a character picked because of something not arbitrary, not because they were like, oh well, this is going to be the one that's really popular. They actually went and had a look and went, actually, even though we didn't think this one would be popular, it actually kind of is. And I like that. They actually had a look at what people were interested in and yeah, went and picked Pikachu. So that's kind of fun and cool to learn about. So if you don't know about Pokemon, I usually start these videos off saying what the Pokemon looks like and the type it is and everything like that, and kind of forgot to do that because I mean Pikachu is pretty well known. It's the little yellow mouse looking thing. It's electric type, and yeah, very adorable. And yeah, for the build, I kind of wanted it to feel, I guess, main character energy is the best way I could put it. I wanted it to feel like, this was the place where all of the, like, everyone goes to hang out, and it's so cool, and like, oh, I wanna be here, and I wanna see this person, I wanna hang out with them. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe we're going for. So this is a Thriftea store, but it is also kind of like a I can't even think of the word I'm trying to think of now. Like they've got like a talent show area upstairs. It's very exclusive, very fancy and whatever. So yeah, people will come here in the hopes that like, oh well, this is where all like the new and up and comer people come and sing and hang out. So maybe if I make friends with them now, when they get famous, I'll still be friends with them. Or it's maybe if I can get up there and start singing and whatever, maybe I can get famous. So it's sort of like, yeah, I don't want to say people chasing fame, but people definitely on the hunt for it, or wanting to be recognized for their talents. And there are some fashion designers as well here, like up and coming fashion designers who've not like unknown labels and things like that. So they put out their works here, and it's very affordable because most of the people who go here are school kids, um, or very young adults who probably aren't rolling in the money. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be kind of fun and interesting to do that. And maybe this place originally was really like cutesy and aimed at yeah, very young people, but as the place kind of got more popular, they tried to become a bit more trendy or whatever. So, there's still that little bit of that little aspect of that cutesy vibes kind of still there, but they're trying to, yeah, definitely become a lot more trendy as a place for, yeah, all of the new hot up and comers to hang out. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to have fun with round rooms. I know they're a pain to work with, and let me tell you, they were a pain. But not as much as I thought they would be. I thought I would be crying by the end of it, and I didn't. So, you know, I kind of made it work for myself, and yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a lot of fun to play around with this build. I spent most of my time just trying to make the the outside work, and then once I got to the inside, it was pretty easy to get in and get it done. Um, I believe I did this over 2 days. I'm looking at the dates correctly. Nope, I did it. Oh yeah, no, I did. The last little bit of it I did on a different day because I was getting really tired by the end of the day and just didn't want to finish it, so I'd come back the next day and do it. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Um, I wanted it to feel really trendy, but at the same time also kind of like the people who work here or own this place who renovated it are working with what they have. Like they don't want to spend frivolous amounts of money to make it all updated and trendy and whatever. Um, so there are some aspects of it that maybe aren't so trendy, maybe aren't so um, like fantastically amazing and whatnot. Um, but yeah, the rest of it, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't expect round rooms to work so well for me again. Like I just I don't know, it was very interesting to see it actually work. So yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts and feelings down below of this build. If you like it, if you hate it, um, definitely let me know your feelings on the shape because it is an interesting shape. I will not lie. It's a very, very curious. And kind of really, I don't know. I really enjoy doing fun weird shapes like this. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I did a build a long, long, long time ago. I think it was the girly gamer apartment or something. I'm not the best at coming up with names. That's why I'm really glad that this series is already kind of pre-named. I don't have to come up with names for the builds. It's beautiful, honestly. But yeah, that build I used. I think it was when Brown Rooms first came out, maybe, or maybe I used diagonals. I'm not really sure. I think I used Round Rooms, and yeah, it was kind of like a clover shape. It was really, really cool. And I kind of wanted to kind of rebuild that sort of vibe of those fun shapes in here. And I'm really glad that I did because I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think definitely interesting, fun and different, and yeah, I don't know. I managed to make the round rooms work for me. Um, I don't know how. I think a lot of it was me just giving up on like, okay, I want it to be like this, but it's not going to, so you know what? That's fine. We'll do something else. And just kind of going my way like working my way through that and just dealing with it. So yeah, I don't know. It was very interesting and curious to say the least to try and work with build. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I really enjoy with how it turned out. I think there's definitely something that I don't know, it tested my limits a little bit. There was some ideas that I really wanted to do, and some of them were clashing with the others, and I kind of had to sort through and pick just one thing at a time. You might see I put out a bunch of different things here and there and kind of testing them out and whatnot. But eventually I get rid of some of these things. Like these lights that I currently have. That was when I was going with the more cutesy idea, and then when I started with the upstairs just before, you could see it's starting to be a little bit more trendy up there. So I definitely changed my mind on that. Um, and yeah, I don't know, it was definitely very enjoyable to work with what I had and trying to yeah, get the ideas in my head to work. Um, but yeah, I don't know, it was fun, it was interesting. and I only did it a couple days ago, so, you know, I definitely need to speed up on my building. Been a little bit behind on my schedule because I've definitely been a little bit burnt out. Also extremely tired recently. I don't know. I've been trying really well to like go to bed properly and whatnot, but some nights I just find myself like blinking and suddenly it's 2 a.m. And it's not that I'm not trying to go to sleep, it's just that I'm it's just suddenly 2 a.m. and I was not expecting it. Um I'm definitely gonna not keep drinking my sleep tea, I was gonna say, but start drinking my sleep tea again. It's definitely something that is absolutely fantastic sleep, and I just doink. I go straight to sleep. It's fantastic. So I generally try and only use it on nights that I'm really struggling. So that yeah, when it gets to the nights where I'm like maybe struggling or whatever, I can try and get to sleep on my own. I don't want to overuse it and then it not work. I know for some people they just don't work, and I feel very grateful that they do work for me. Um, yeah, definitely don't want to take advantage of that. Definitely don't want to lose that beautiful ability. I don't want to say ability, but I don't want to lose the. I want the sleep tea to work basically. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not great to not sleep, but it's weird because one of them, like I think it was last week or something like that, I got maybe 5.5 hours sleep, and I could not keep my eyes open for the whole day. Could not keep my eyes open. I ended up having 2 naps. I was that exhausted. And I've had 3.5 hours sleep today and I feel fine. Like I feel tired, I guess, but like not all that much. I don't know. I think later tonight I'll definitely feel it, and I will be definitely having a very early night's sleep tonight, which I think is good. Having a very early night's sleep means that I might be able to get up early, but if not, I will definitely be getting some really good sleep tonight. And yeah, I just think I just need to not stress so much. I think that's my main problem. I've been waking up with my jaw like clenching really badly, and it's actually started to make my ear hurt, and I couldn't figure out for like a while why my ear kept randomly hurting in the morning, but then like would go away during the day. And I looked up a bunch of different reasons why your ears can hurt, and one of them was jaw clenching, and I was like, ah, that makes so much more sense. So yeah, definitely gonna try and stress less because I know that is a contributing factor to why people clench their jaw in their sleep. Um, but if anyone knows me, I stress a lot. It's sometimes a superpower, sometimes not. Um, it really depends on how stressed I am and what type of stress. I feel like I've always just got that little bit of stress going on. It's some people might be concerned at that, but I think for me it's good. It keeps me motivated, keeps me on top of things, but when it gets too much, then that's when it's a problem. Today I'm just gonna work through a couple of things, and I don't know. I'm very excited about that personally because it means yeah, knocking off a bunch of tasks, getting them all done, getting them all out of the way, and that reduces my stress levels. I love seeing my task list disappear. And I think I know why I'm stressed. It's because I have these whiteboards and I've written down the things I need to do on them, but I haven't erased the things that I've done. And so it looks like my list is a lot bigger than I need to do, but like it's empty, and I don't need to stress about that. And yeah, that's kind of kind of my fault for doing that because yeah, realistically I shouldn't have left them on there. And I think today I'm going to go through and erase it all that I have done so that yeah, it looks a lot tidier, a lot neater. There's a lot less things to do, and I can stress less because yeah, honestly, I don't need to do that. I I do it to myself way too much. So yeah, if you're somebody who also keeps lists, make sure you cross them off, or if you've got whiteboards, get rid of what you've done. I think that's why my stress levels are increasing just a tad bit too fast. Yeah, it's I feel like there's so many things where I'm like, okay, I recognize this as a stressor, but I don't recognize it until way after. And so I think I definitely need to work on identifying it earlier. Um, because yeah, I don't do fantastic at recognizing stresses at the time. But now that I'm feeling somewhat okay, in terms of stress, I think yeah, it's something I'm going to pay a lot more attention to. Because I'm very much over being stressed and burnt out. So yeah, and it's only January. You know, it's been a very very long January. But also a very productive one. So you know, good, we're doing okay. Um, just hoping, yeah, to keep on top of things. I feel like that's always me. Like, I make all these plans to get these things done in these like I could do it, like these decent time schedules. I give myself a lot of leeway and whatnot. You know, yesterday I was really feeling off my game and I was like, you know what, just get one build done. Just get one done. And I did. And it was something I'm pretty proud of. Like it's not the best build in the entire world, but for what I was trying to do, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So, you know, I do lower my expectations when they need to be lowered. And I saw a quote recently. It really like I was really happy with it. It made me feel good. And it was on a day where you can only give 40%, if you give 40%, you've given 100% of what you can give. And like that, I don't know, that just clicked really nicely in my brain because I know that I can't always give 100% every day. But yeah, if I can give 40% on a day where I can only give 40%, then I've hit my 100% quota, like if that makes sense. I've hit 100% of what I can give that day. And I think I really need to continue with that mindset of if I can give 100% of what I'm capable of, doesn't matter if it's 100% or not, it's 100% of what I'm capable of that day, that is still 100%. That is still meeting the quota. I can't give 50% on a 40% day. It's just not possible. I mean, I know there are people who say like, "Oh, give it 110%," but like if I don't have that energy and that effort, I'm not going to not ruin my body and my mind, but I'm not going to put it through that stress of, you know, trying to do all of that when I physically can't. So yeah, I don't know if that quote resonated with you, definitely let me know down below. But my other one that I don't know if I saw it or if I just thought it, but it was 1% better today, 2% better tomorrow. It just means that if you work on yourself here and there, and yeah, it's only like a small tiny percentage or whatever, but it's still progress. Progress is progress. And, you know, if you can do if you can feel even 1% better, like over time it all adds up and the small actions are much more important than the larger ones. The larger ones take so much time and effort and energy out of you, whereas if you work away at it, chipping away, one day you will look back and realize, wow, like I have carved this mountain or whatever it is you're trying to do. Like I have done this thing. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely let me know down below what motivational quotes actually stick with you. Because I know we're all different, we all have our different quotes. I would love to hear, yeah, your favorite motivational quotes and what are the ones that stuck with you? What are the ones that changed your whole mindset? Um, because yeah, I genuinely believe that beliefs can change outcome sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes your beliefs can change your outcome. Um, but yeah, anyway, if you've enjoyed my little rambles or my build, definitely make sure to subscribe. I come out with a video almost every single day this year. Um, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.